Thank you for plugging into this Family Life News podcast, streaming issues-driven, family-focused news.
Welcome back to another edition of Hometown Heroes on Family Life. I'm Mark Webster, and this week's guest is Scott Heffner, president of the Arctic League, a Chemung County charity whose mission for over a century has been to ensure that no child in the county goes without gifts at Christmas. It has been around a long, long time, hasn't it?
It's been around since 1912, actually. So this is our, if I'm doing my math correctly, 111th year. And ever since the beginning, its mission has been to make sure that no child in Chemung County goes without Christmas gifts.
The name Arctic League, what's the history there?
So the history was right before the Arctic League was founded, there was a group of men locally who actually played baseball during the December month leading up to the holiday, and they named themselves the Arctic League. And it was this group who found a young boy who was by himself out in the cold and pretty upset. They brought him in, took care of him, made sure he had Christmas presents, and that's when the tradition started.
What a neat way to start things. It's certainly a mission that's strongly felt this time of year in particular. We speak to a lot of different philanthropic organizations, and the level of need these days is really high, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it's not even necessarily based on someone's income. You know, so much could happen in someone's life that sometimes they might just need the assistance. And for us, we're here for the kids. We're here for the families. We hear so many stories of those who donate now were the ones who maybe received gifts as kids back in the day. And it's amazing how it really comes full circle.
Tell me about this year's campaign, how that's going, and just how it works.
Sure. So we kicked off the campaign, just over a week ago. We have a fundraising goal of $175,000, and everything we raise goes directly to purchase the gifts for the kids. We don't take any administrative funds from that. The administrative function of the Arctic League is completely supported by our board of directors. So we'll keep accepting donations until we hit our goal of $175,000. At that time, we will close what we call our big book, which is sort of a pseudonym for what we used to have people sign back in the day. And at that point, we'll encourage the community to give to other organizations. We try not to ask for anything more than we need. And then on Christmas Eve, volunteers will line up around our headquarters and eagerly deliver presents. It's something I did as a kid, and it's considered a tradition in this county.
That's got to be really fun. And often when we speak to charities, the giver winds up getting rewarded even more than the person getting the gift.
Absolutely.
If somebody wants to get involved, either with donating or in other ways, how would they go about that?
If people are interested in donating, they can do that by visiting any of our auxiliary locations. We've got a bunch scattered throughout Chemung County. You can do it online, drop something off at the office, or we do have our annual TV and radio broadcast coming up on Sunday, December 3rd. They could call in, make a pledge, or pay by credit card. And if there's families that are in need for gifts, they can fill out an application on our website as well, or visit our headquarters, arcticleague.com. On TV, it'll be WETM and WENY, and then the CW, which is associated with ENY as well. So we got ETM, ENY, and CW. It's also live streamed on WETM and YouTube.
How many people are involved in the Arctic League, getting those gifts together for the kids, and how many kids are actually receiving them?
We have so many volunteers between our board. We have basically a full-time office running right now where we have volunteers there, and we have probably close to 20 nights where volunteers come in and help actually pack the gifts. I would say hundreds, 200 to 300, and I may even be short on that, but when all's said and done, the last couple of years we've been right around 3,000 children receiving gifts. I've been on the board since 2008. Every year a new president is moved in, so this will be my 1 year as president, and then whoever's been on the board the second longest will take over for me, and on and on. I used to deliver gifts when I was a kid, so it's kind of surreal how it's come full circle for me being president of the board this year.
That's Scott Heffner, president of the Arctic League, a Chemung County charity whose mission for over a century has been to ensure that no child in the county goes without gifts at Christmas. Please join us again next week as we search for your home, your town, your hero. It's Hometown Heroes on Family Life.